So Patrick, tell us what's in the sky for December.
So, we'll share some more stories of the sky with you for this December. Starting with last month and later last month, we watched with great interest two planets, Jupiter and Venus, actually moved. Yes. Okay. Excellent.
Everybody gets a prize.
Okay. So yes, a conjunction. Okay. So November 18th, the two planets. I photographed this. There's Venus. There's Jupiter. And we also photographed Jupiter and Venus over a few nights from November 21st through to 23rd. And you can see how it moves each day. It's really quick. So there's a repeat. There's Venus on the bottom there. And getting closer and closer to Jupiter each evening. That was a fascinating event. Now, if you missed all of that, and it's been cloudy, there's more, because on December 10th, and you can mark your calendars, Venus will catch up to Saturn, and it will be separated by 4 moon diameters. And in addition, there's even more. On the 28th, so put that down on your calendar, the moon will be just about 1 moon diameter below Venus in the evening sky.
That will be beautiful.
That'll be
And that's a very,
Yeah.
that's definitely worth taking a photograph with the crescent moon and brilliant Venus just above it. So what do these planets look like? Well, Venus right now is actually like a waxing gibbous. And in the center there, Jupiter, we're going to lose our view of Jupiter. In fact, we're losing it right now as it slips into the bright twilight. You can still kind of see Jupiter, but it's seen with difficulty through a telescope. And the rings of Saturn are still wide open, and you can still see Saturn kind of in the twilight right now. But our telescopes on the lawn, if you come up, you can look through a telescope and maybe get a view of Saturn, and that's what it would kind of look like. And now, if you're interested in identifying constellations in the evening sky, middle of the month, 9 p.m., you can see your winter favorites. There's Orion the Hunter with its 3 stars in its belt. And just above it, there's a bright star called Aldebaran. And below it, if you follow the belt downwards from Orion, you find this brilliant star Sirius. And all of this is seen in the southeast. And Sirius right now is low enough that it flashes due to atmospheric turbulence in all colors of the rainbow. And normally people call in and say, I've just seen this brilliant object and it's flashing in all colors of the rainbow. What is that? Oh, it's Sirius.
Yeah.
So
not a UFO.
It's not a UFO.
It's identified. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so that's the evening sky. In the morning sky on December 20th, just about less than 2 hours before sunrise, you can see Mars, which is over in the east, in the southeast. There's the waning crescent moon just above the star Spica, and Leo the Lion. Leo the Lion is a constellation that has a backwards question mark shape for its head and mane, ending in this bright star called Regulus, and its hindquarters is made out of a triangle. So that's worth going out to see if you're an early morning person, which I am not.
Or a super late.
Oh, super late.
Person.
Oh, you stay up. Oh, like Mike would stay up.
That's right.
All the way to the early morning. And
I have an
with his
all-sky camera, too. It's really fun. You get into it.
Okay, so the next day we have the solstice, and we've actually reached the point where the sun is seen from the northern hemisphere, and especially here in Los Angeles, its lowest point in the sky, which is just about 32 degrees above this, about the noontime position. In the summer, it climbs. In the summer solstice, it climbs up to 79 degrees. So that's a big contrast there. And what does this mean? This means a change of seasons. For us in the northern hemisphere, it's the first day of winter, and in the southern hemisphere, it's the first day of summer. So, you know, if you want to experience summer, go down there and take a trip and pick up an ice cream cone and walk around the beach and in 80 to 90 degree temperatures. Our moon phases. So we did something special for our moon phases. So one thing to note is if you want to come up to see a lot of telescopes on our lawn, come up on the 7th of...
That's tomorrow.
Actually tomorrow. And you can look through any telescopes, many of them provided by Los Angeles Astronomical Society and other astronomical societies, and of course our own telescopes, and take a peek at Saturn and all the other objects that's available in the evening sky. We have a full moon on the 11th, and then after that, on the 13th and the 14th, there is a special event. And that event is the Geminid meteor shower, the last major meteor shower of this year. On a good night without any moon, which is unfortunately right to the waist, you can normally see about 120 meteors per hour. So it's a very active shower. But unfortunately, the moon is in the way, and you can see where the meteors radiate. They come from this radiant right here at the near the stars Castor and Pollux, but the moon's in the way. If you look out that night, you might see 1 or 2 bright meteors, and I've seen those in the past even with the full moon in the way.